hapon po. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Kababayan Today. If you're just joining us, we are reading excerpts of the book Filipinotown, Voices from Los Angeles. Kasama naman natin ang isa pang writer, si Elise Cablayan, who was born in Los Angeles and is a daughter of one of the original Manongs who migrated from Ilocos Norte to Hawaii's sugarcane fields in 1916. Imagine that. Wow. And she is here to share her story because her father was able to tell her about his stories. So we are passing on legacies. It's so important that we do that and we share that for our kababayans. She is also a writer of a children's book to educate children in simple sustainability principles and the importance of caring for our planet. All right, the ebook is available if you want to get a copy later on this year on Amazon. Kasama natin si Elise. Hello, Elise.
Hello, Giselle. How are you?
I'm very excited that you are here. I was just in Hawaii recently, and there are so many Filipinos there. So for you to be able to share your father's story here on the show, I'm sure a lot of our Filipinos that are watching in Hawaii will be very happy to hear about it.
Oh, yes, yes. It was incredible. I remember when my father was telling me his story, I would ask him questions like, well, when did you come here to California, Dad? You know, and he said, well, I came here, they came and I went on a ship, and then I first went to Hawaii, and then he said he would tell all about his Hawaiian experience where he lived on a plantation and he harvested sugarcane. Mm-hmm. And I don't know when he migrated to Central California to work in the fields there. And he would tell me some of the stories of the plant. He would even show me how he planted some of the seeds. And then he went to Stockton, where there's another Filipino,
big community.
Yes.
Manila town. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Essentially.
Exactly. And actually my brother, who actually went there after high school, he found an article on my father there, which was really amazing, because I didn't know really much about my father until, you know, I would ask him, because he was a very quiet man.
Like quiet. A lot of Filipinos, very quiet. That's why it's important that we ask them.
Yes.
We ask them about our history.
Right, right.
All right. So let's get started, Elise.
Okay, well, I wrote this story, and so it's really interesting because I wrote it being Filipino-American. Actually, I didn't really realize there was a difference until the migration. So I'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
My father immigrated to Hawaii, where he worked as a day laborer in the sugarcane fields. Later, he worked in the farming areas of Central California and Stockton. And he married very late in life, and I was born in Los Angeles. I was different than the Filipino immigrants who came to the United States in the late 60s and 70s. Filipino ka ba? I was often asked. But as a child, I had no idea what they were saying, and I was confused about who I was, what they were saying. And they went to school with me at Belmont High, and they spoke to me that funny sing-song language called Tagalog. And they asked odd questions like, you don't have a maid? And I would say, no, I don't. And then I would think, well, neither do you if you live in this part of LA. You know? And so even now, I often encounter the same types, I would call interrogations I had as a teenager, except this time around, I'm more aware of what I would call the social pecking order. They would say, Filipino ka ba? A Tagalog lady would ask me, and I would always answer in English and say, my parents are from the Philippines, and I was born here. Ah, so you don't speak Tagalog then? No, but my parents are from Ilocos, and they speak Tagalog at home. Ah, so you're an Ilocano then? I go, no. I'm not Ilocano, and I'm not Tagalog. I was born here in Los Angeles, and my parents are from the Philippines. And then the questions would go on, and they would say, so what do your parents do, and how much do they make? And, you know, it was never ending. That's, you know, when you think about it, it's pretty hilarious. I know my parents did the best they could to raise me in a society and country that was alien to them. And as an adult, I'm able to forgive myself for believing and buying into the cultural and social discriminations that were prevalent at that time. And I can do this with love in my heart.
Thank you, Elise. It still happens today.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
every
does.
chance I get when I meet I'm guilty of doing what those people are doing,
Oh my
Elise.
God.
I am, because every time I meet a Filipino, I'm like, "Oy, taga saan ka? Where are you from?" But it is because I'm able to talk to people like you that I am able to understand that we are from the Philippines, but every single day we are carving our identity.
Right.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for inviting me.
We'll be right back.